Have you ever noticed how fashion has this incredible ability to reinvent itself while keeping certain pieces and prints always relevant? If we stop to think about it, it's a bit like the marvelous Mrs. Maisel, a vibrant mix of prints and colors that manages to maintain femininity and charm in any situation. In 2025, the story will be no different. Fashion will continue to bring newness, but with that lasting touch of sophistication. And you know what's interesting? The prints that will dominate next year are so elegant that, besides shining at any event, you'll be able to repeat the look multiple times without seeming outdated. The kind of piece that makes you feel like you're always a step ahead of the trends, you know? By the way, did you know that 85% of the people who watch my videos haven't subscribed to the channel yet? If you want to keep getting fashion tips that go beyond the obvious and learn how to make your elegance profitable, it's time to subscribe. Turn on the notification bell and give it a like so you won't miss any updates. Back to prints. Think of something that goes way beyond florals and stripes. In 2025, prints will come with a bold touch, but always maintain that line of sophistication. It's like traveling to Paris and knowing exactly what to wear for every occasion without ever feeling out of place. Speaking of travel, if you want to be an elegant traveler, check out my ebook, Be Elegant While Traveling. Global Etiquette for the Sophisticated Traveler. The link is in the first pinned comment. Let's explore the trending prints of 2025 together and see how they can elevate your wardrobe and keep you looking flawless at all times. It's funny how fashion sometimes plays tricks on us with trends that soon become relics of the past. Remember the 2000s? Those super low-rise jeans that today make us wonder what we were thinking? Yeah, nothing like what we'll see in 2025. The big idea this season is that prints are here to stay. These pieces are so versatile and elegant that they not only update any look, but also don't have an expiration date. Have you noticed this is a common trait in timeless fashion icons, like Coco Chanel herself? She always knew that investing in lasting pieces is much smarter than following every micro-trend. It's like your wardrobe gains its own intelligence, choosing for you what will always work regardless of the season. And why is this so important? Because investing in timeless prints now is almost like making a safe financial investment. The return is guaranteed. You know that feeling of opening your closet after months and realizing the piece is still totally relevant? Fashion is finally bringing that back with prints that convey confidence and elegance for a long time. Who would have thought that choosing a print could be such a strategic move, right? Think about when you're traveling and want a piece that works in multiple settings, whether it's a dinner in New York or an afternoon in Saint-Tropez. That's the vibe of 2025 prints. Every season, we have the chance to choose better, make more conscious purchases, and above all, create a style that doesn't get outdated. And of course, with that irresistible touch of elegance that only well-chosen prints can bring. First, leopard print. Leopard print has an impressive ability to transition between sensual and elegant, but its real secret lies in its versatility. In the fashion world, it always emerges as that key piece that, depending on how it's styled, can add a touch of boldness or refined elegance. In its most classic form, leopard print has the power to dominate any look with grace and strength. It makes a subtle impact, conveying sophistication without being over the top, as if each choice was carefully made to stand out without needing excess. In 2025, the big move is that this iconic print returns with its original palette, caramel, black, and brown, bringing a timelessness that elevates any piece into a true long-term investment. What sets the classic version of leopard apart from its bolder variations, like neon pink or green, is this very durability. The colorful versions are like fleeting trends. They pop up, make a splash, but soon fade away. The traditional version, however, is what we call an eternal classic, much like Coco Chanel's little black dress. And it's not just about the color. The material also heightens the elegance of this print. Satin, for example, is the fabric that will reign in 2025, and the combination of satin with leopard print is the perfect formula for a look that blends luxury and wildness in an incredibly refined way. Satin, with its subtle sheen, gives leopard print a more glamorous aura, almost as if you're wearing something worthy of a gala event, even if it's just for an intimate dinner. When leopard print appears in accessories, like bags or shoes, it transforms into what experts call the focal point. It's that detail that draws attention and elevates even the simplest looks to a new level of elegance. Think of that scene in How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, when Andy Anderson shows up at the gala in that stunning yellow dress and everyone around stops to look. That's the power of leopard print when used strategically. No need for excess, just a well-placed touch. What's fascinating is that, in 2025, leopard print will appear in much more fluid forms. You'll see this pattern in jeans, silk, satin, and even accessories that might initially seem unexpected, like headscarves or even delicate high heels. This play between the print's rustic side and the softness of the fabrics creates an irresistible duality. It's as if the wild side of a woman is softened by the elegant touch of the pieces. Second, stripes. Stripes hold a unique magic in the fashion world. They can be classic, contemporary, and even bold, depending on how they're used. But the most fascinating thing is how this print, seemingly so simple at first glance, reinvents itself each season while always keeping its essence. For summer 2025, stripes are making a strong comeback, not just in traditional black and white or navy blue, but also in a vibrant and colorful palette, perfect for bringing freshness and joy to your outfits. If you're wondering whether colorful stripes can be timeless, the answer is absolutely. Timelessness isn't only in neutral colors, but in the very pattern of stripes. Think of them like the steady beat of a song. You can change the rhythm, add new instruments, but the foundation remains the same. Similarly, stripes, whether vertical, horizontal, or diagonal, always maintain their elegant and balanced structure. What makes this print stand out so much? The secret lies in the visual impact it creates. Vertical stripes elongate and slim the silhouette, giving that sleek and elegant feel, while horizontal stripes broaden and add a touch of casualness and relaxation. And diagonals? They're the wild card of styling, playing with proportions and creating a unique and intriguing visual effect. We also can't forget about asymmetrical stripes, or those with varying thicknesses, which add depth and movement to a look, making it even more dynamic. Striped pants and shirts with that chic pajama-inspired vibe are trending for summer 2025. And that's no coincidence. This style conveys a relaxed elegance, as if you're wearing something simple yet with an invisible touch of glamour. A colorful striped set, for example, can be as impactful as a formal gown, but with a much more modern and laid-back vibe. Interestingly, stripes have the power to transcend generations without losing relevance. From French sailors to high-fashion runways, this pattern has been constantly reinterpreted. And with each new version, it gains another layer of meaning, showing that fashion can be both traditional and innovative at the same time. 3. Gingham, Vichy print. Gingham, that classic checkered pattern that's been a part of fashion for decades, is the perfect blend of simplicity and sophistication. Often associated with picnics or rustic settings, this print has taken on a fresh new vibe in 2025, becoming one of the season's standout trends, especially in red and white or butter yellow and white combinations. What's most interesting about gingham is that it doesn't limit itself to a single aesthetic. The same print that evokes the nostalgia of a romantic picnic can also feel contemporary, depending on how it's styled. You'll see it in effortless summer pieces like cropped top and skirt sets, but it can also be elevated to a level of elegance when crafted from more luxurious fabrics like silk or satin. What makes gingham truly special? Beyond its geometric symmetry, which brings order and harmony to any outfit, it has the ability to be versatile without losing its timeless charm. Much like the architecture of grand European cathedrals, where symmetry and repetition create lasting beauty, gingham's strength lies in the repetition of squares that alternate colors with precision. The difference lies in the details. The size of the squares can completely change the print's impact. Smaller squares convey delicacy and refinement, while larger ones offer a casual, cheerful vibe, perfect for sunny summer days. Gingham is like a classic recipe, one that keeps returning to the menu because it just works. Even in times of technological innovation and fleeting trends, it remains ever present. It's a reliable style choice, whether in a light summer dress or a blouse paired with jeans. In 2025, gingham is reimagined with a fresh touch, adapted to modern times, yet it never loses its timeless essence. 4th, maximalist florals. Flowers are always a staple, but in 2025, they get a whole new life through maximalist florals, where the size of the blooms takes center stage. We're talking about a pattern that abandons the delicate and subtle in favor of large, bold flowers that are full of personality. This trend comes in two main forms: an all-over print, where the flowers repeat across the entire piece, and a localized print, where a single giant flower is strategically placed, becoming the focal point of the look. Maximalist florals work almost like modern art. Think of a Monet painting, where flowers dominate the landscape, but with a contemporary twist, as if the brush of a graphic artist has blown up these flowers so that every detail is highlighted. It's as if the floral pattern becomes sculptural, almost three-dimensional, with the power to transform the garment into something that's not just clothing, but a visual statement. What makes this trend so intriguing is how it subverts what we're used to seeing in traditional floral prints. For years, flowers were small, symmetrical, repetitive, almost like the classic pattern of vintage wallpaper. Now, with maximalism, the print breaks free, taking on a more dynamic and impactful form. And there's something almost theatrical about it. Imagine a giant flower on the bust of a dress. Besides being a statement, it creates a focal point that guides the eye and transforms the body into a sort of living canvas. But the real magic lies in the versatility of this floral print. Giant flowers, especially in localized prints, can enhance specific parts of the body and create unexpected silhouettes. A strategically placed flower at the waist can give the illusion of more defined curves, while large blooms on the shoulders can add volume and presence to a simpler piece. Just as nature is unpredictable and full of contrasts, maximalist florals play with these variations. The combination of vibrant colors, textures, and sizes makes this print one of the season's highlights. And the best part? You can't go wrong. If you love boldness, go for the all-over print. If you want to highlight a specific area, the localized print is your best friend. This floral trend feels like fashion is inviting us into a giant garden where every piece is a unique flower, ready to bloom and make an impact. Now that you know the prints that will dominate in 2025, from colorful stripes to maximalist florals, you're ready to start investing in pieces that will elevate your style and last for years in your wardrobe. And let's be honest, there's nothing better than buying something that we know will be worth it, right? Fashion is full of fleeting trends, but what I've shared here are solid, reliable choices. And of course, elegance is always a wise investment. If you want to keep improving your style and stand out with practical choices, how about learning what to wear to an elegant yet casual brunch with friends? That's the next step to making your looks even more impeccable. After all, elegance is all about smart choices, and every detail counts. Check out the video at the end of this page and discover how you can shine at this kind of event. And speaking of that, comment here. Giant flowers are powerful. If you enjoyed the tips on maximalist florals and agree that these prints will rule in 2025, I want to hear your thoughts. Subscribe to the channel and give it a like if you want to keep learning how to be elegant. Because, as I always say, elegance is profitable. The more you master your style, the more opportunities you create for success. And if you're planning a trip and want to do it with the utmost class and sophistication, don't forget to check out my ebook, Be Elegant While Traveling: Global Etiquette for the Sophisticated Traveler. The link is in the first pinned comment. Perfect for you who love to travel without sacrificing elegance. See you in the next video.